is up, gang, and welcome back to another episode of Inspired By. My name's Will and I make an assortment of music under the moniker Hush Child. One of the members of my Discord called for a slightly Christmassy episode. This song that I'm going to show you is actually part of a Christmas compilation, and I want to highlight how I made it sound so Christmassy and also why you might want to create a Christmas song of your own this year. I am, in fact, wearing my own merch today. I'm super excited. It's probably the most exciting thing outside of music that I've put out to date. So if you want to pick up a Peaches and Streams t-shirt or an Afternoon t-shirt, then just head over to willhattonmusic.com and then scroll down to shop. But without further ado, let's jump into this episode. Okay, so I think the most Christmassy thing in this song has got to be the chords. So we're going to firstly come down to this chord group, and you can see here they might look a little bit familiar. As music law is right now, you can't copyright chord progressions. So you can use the same chords, as I have done, from one of the many Christmas number ones. Now what I've chosen is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And the reason for that is it's one of the most requested Christmas songs every single year on the radio, and it already borrowed that same chord progression from previous American Christmas number ones as well. I didn't worry about sound selection too much, I just needed something that was kind of a flat chord to set the scene. But something else that helped me out with that Christmassy sound was the melody that I had here. So notice I've got something that sounds familiar, something that's a little, I don't want a lot for Christmas. After that, my melody falls into something slightly different and a little bit more Hush Child, but I've set the tone and I've made you think, what is that song? It's on the tip of my tongue. You see, one of the benefits of making a Christmas tune is that you can appeal to some of the playlists on Spotify, helping grow your audience for future listens. And despite it being for just the month of December, the amount of people and businesses that try to set the Christmas mood for just the period of December is going to far outweigh those that might listen to lo-fi beats on any given Tuesday. So it's definitely kind of a business choice moving forward, and remember that for the years ahead as well. So that's how we're setting the scene to our song, along with some of the ambience of fire crackling to give you that nice cozy feeling. Now I'm coupling those chords that we saw at the beginning and the melody with Rebecca's lovely guitar here. And we're just using the EQ8, a little bit of glue compressor, EQ8 again for any automation, and then the Valhalla vintage reverb. We're doubling up those chords here with these bigger, warmer chords. And then we go to a slightly more dry place after the drop. And everything in the guitar group is being mixed by the VBC rack tube compression and the Waves retro fi as well. That's giving everything that detuned vinyl feel. If you don't know about Waves retro fi, take a look at my last video. I compare retro fi to RC20 and the free isotope vinyl device as well, to show you guys just what the differences are, what you might be missing, and allow you to make your own decision on what the nicest retro device is. Whilst we're on the topic of Christmas, this video is sponsored by DistroKid, and I was thinking what a wonderful gift to give if you've got a buddy that's threatening to always put music out but never follows through. Sign them up to DistroKid, give them a reason to put some music out in the year 2022, and if you sign them up to the platform and they invite you to DistroKid, you can also get 50% off as their collaborator as well. If you want to get 7% off your first year, then just visit the link in the description, and down there you'll also find affiliate links to Waves, to Cable Guys, and obviously to willhattonmusic.com. You can join the Patreon, you can visit the shop, and all kinds of goodies as well. But without any more interruptions, let's finish up this episode. I just kind of wanted to up the tempo and the excitement of this lo-fi tune with a little bit of kind of groovy chugging away of an electric guitar. So we've got the phaser flanger and a little bit of a telephone EQ on this guitar here. It's really important to me to play off of some of the guitar there. And I heard these kind of overtones that I just wanted to play with the keyboard. So let's solo these elements for you. The bass in the track is just the basic subsign from operator, and I'm just choosing some of the root notes from those chords that we saw at the beginning, keeping it super easy. To add some excitement and ambience to the track, we've just added some white noise from Splice and some cymbals that I recorded from my own kit here as well. Okay, so finally we're on to the drum selection. And I actually pulled these drums from an older lo-fi project. Why create another new groove that's only going to be heard for 1 month of the year? So in this track here, I have the kick, the snare, and some kind of vinyl crackle in the background there. And you can see, because it's from a previous project and it sounded fine, I haven't EQ'd it, I haven't added any glue compression, I've just left it as is. But the kick wasn't pulling through quite enough when you play the whole track. So what I did underneath is just find another kick drum. You don't have to find a kick drum, you can use white noise, you can find a click, but I'm just using this as a transient sound. You can see that I've EQ'd it here and it sounds like this. And that's just going to double up with my kick so it gets pulled through the mix a little bit better. Let's listen to it without and then with the transient sound. So it's really obvious there, but when we play it with all of the music, it just stands out a little bit better in the mix. And then the final thing that you've probably noticed there is just this little hi-hat loop that I've grabbed from Splice. Every now and then add in these little subtle ghost notes, but really haven't changed too much. We double click on that hi-hat there. I've warped it by beats, preserved the transients and put it to the forward envelope. With the transient envelope at 100, it's just a little bit too full for me. So pulling it right back down to 0. Keeps it nice and subtle inside the mix. And then that's essentially it. As we move into the last part of the song, I just add some jingle bells so there's no denying that it's a Christmas song that we're listening to. Gang, thank you so much for tuning in. What did you think of this Christmas song? Are you going to be making one of your own? If so, do make sure that you share it in our Discord so that I can hear it and add it to the Lo-Fi Focus playlist or one of our other playlists that we'll be promoting on Spotify. We all have to grow together. And if you want to support the channel, head to willhattonmusic.com. You'll find all my links, including the Discord, the Patreon, where you can grab handy racks, templates. You'll even be an episode ahead of future content. And then you can head to the shop if you want to grab some merch this Christmas as well. If nothing else, give this video a like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.